There hasn't been a lot to feel good about over the past several years at Disney Lucasfilm, but certainly this week was a nightmare for them. When you look at the news they got with Star Wars, the Galactic Star Cruiser Hotel, hundreds of millions of dollars invested in this thing, all down the drain. It's shutting down. It's a complete and total failure, just like we said from the beginning. And then, of course, they debuted Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny at the Cannes Film Festival. That didn't go very well. The lowest rated Indiana Jones movie of all time. The critics even are saying it's too woke for us. And then, of course, you had Willow getting pulled down from Disney. Lots of bad news surrounding Lucasfilm. Well, in case you needed a little bit more, Kathleen Kennedy decided to speak about the future of Star Wars, specifically about the Rey movie. Because if you didn't think something could get worse, just involve Kathleen Kennedy, and it's almost a guarantee that it will. Lucasfilm President Kathleen Kennedy says upcoming Rey film will question, does the galaxy need the Jedi anymore? Do they want them back? Man, it's crazy. It's almost like you're giving Daisy Ridley's Rey all these stories that should have been given to Luke freaking Skywalker, but they decided to destroy his legacy and instead make sure they give it to Rey. Lucasfilm President Kathleen Kennedy recently provided more details on the company's Rey film starring Daisy Ridley that was announced at Star Wars Celebration. Kennedy appeared on Entertainment Weekly's Dagobah Dispatch, where she first reiterated much of the talking points she shared about the film at Star Wars Celebration. As we move into the future space, this story is about 15 years after Rise of Skywalker, we realize that post-war, post-First Order, Rise of the New Jedi Order, we left Rey in Episode 9 making a commitment to Luke that she would rebuild the Jedi Order, and here we are. We're ready to do that. Man, it looks like she's going to follow through on her promise, unlike Luke Skywalker. Wow, what a piece of shit Luke Skywalker is. And we know who's involved with this. We know why Kathleen Kennedy wanted to do this and hire this director, Sharmino Boyd-Chinoy. Of course, everything that was out there was about how she's a woman, she's a person of color, and she's going to direct a Star Wars movie. She herself is an outspoken activist. And in fact, if you didn't already think it was going to be a nightmare, if you still needed convincing that the person who all they wanted to talk about was being a woman and a woman of color in this space and how rewarding that is, well, all you have to do is sit down and listen to her for about 30 seconds, and you can realize why this person is the perfect fit for Kathleen Kennedy's Lucasfilm. Listen to this.
Art as well, and what's been the reaction to that?
Oh, absolutely. I like to make men uncomfortable. I enjoy making men uncomfortable.
That's Sharmino Boyd-Chinoy, by the way. She enjoys making men uncomfortable. She wants her work to make men feel uncomfortable and to teach them something.
Not you, just not you. Not you.
Point taken. Point taken.
But, it is important to be able to look into the eyes of a man and say, I am here, and recognize that. And recognize that I am working to bring something that makes you uncomfortable, and it should make you uncomfortable because you need to change your attitude. And it's only when you're uncomfortable, when you're shifty, when you have to have difficult conversations that you will perhaps look at yourself in the mirror and not like the reflection.
This is the person that is directing the Rey movie, someone who's never been done a movie like this. She does documentaries. That's really what she is. She's a massive activist. Well, welcome to Disney Star Wars. This is the place for you. Later in the podcast, Kenny was asked about the announced James Mangold film that's expected to go back to the distant past and tell the tale of the first Jedi. She said, we've been talking a lot about going well into the past, and one of the things that's really knitting this all together are the Jedi. What happened with the Jedi over time, much like history? How did the Jedi evolve? They were wiped out with Order 66, and they gradually have been coming back. One question we're going to ask the new Jedi Order and with Rey is, does the galaxy need them anymore? Do they want them back? So there's a lot of food for thought in what we're doing in the past, present, or future, Kennedy continued. This is going to be, if this does come to fruition, if this thing actually happens with activist Sharmino Boyd-Chinoy, with Rey Skywalker, a character that nobody wants, with Kathleen Kennedy's worldview at the center of building all of this, this is going to be, again, we're saying it all the time, another Lucasfilm nightmare, a catastrophe. It's not something that Star Wars fans want, certainly. And if it does play out, if this does come out, this will be a Disney Star Wars disaster. Just another movie that's starring a character that nobody wants back in Star Wars that's going to further embarrass Luke Skywalker. That's really what it's going to do. It's just going to show all the things that he didn't do, that he failed to do. And now Rey is going to step up and do the things that he failed at. It's laughable and it's pathetic, but this is Disney Star Wars, and this is Lucasfilm. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.